Train in Springfield, work anywhere. Opening on February 26, the Massachusetts Casino Career Training Institute Gaming School is designed to develop and train individuals interested in applying for gaming positions at MGM Springfield. But the skills learned at the certificate program, run in concert with 2 area colleges, can be used at any casino. Christina Royal, president of Holyoke Community College, and John Cook, president of Springfield Technical Community College, joined me to explain the program.
Springfield Technical Community College and Holyoke Community College have a long history of partnering together. We have formed something called Training and Workforce Options, which has been in existence for a number of years, and it's an umbrella in which we do a lot of partnership opportunities, specifically to be able to help address the needs of local workforce needs and employer needs. So we try to come together in this shared space. We're all about really lifting up the region. Our students at both institutions tend to stay local, and so we're invested in the people here who are looking for job opportunities here and employers that are looking for qualified talent and skilled talent. And so this opportunity with the gaming school, it seems like a natural extension of what we already do together in building this. So this has been a wonderful opportunity for both colleges to support one of the largest employers that we'll have in this region.
This is what community colleges do well. We respond in particular to the need for career building and that connection to economics, but we can also be nimble in how we respond. Short-term training, not only certificates and degrees, and I think that really speaks to our strengths as community colleges. Again, all the more so that we're doing it in partnership.
Because to your point here with the gaming school, it's a few months of training where then you can expect to have a job or hope to have a job at the end of that training as opposed to a year or 2 if you're getting that degree program. I just want to remind viewers of how we got here and when you said sort of the expediency with which you can work. We're in 2018 now. It was 2012 that when the sort of casino issue was happening and the agreement was made that the 15 community colleges all agreed to work together on providing this gaming school to residents here in the state. So to your point, that's a pretty quick timetable, right, to turn around this entirely brand new curriculum that you're now offering to people.
We have been responding to employers since our founding in some ways and can, in a relatively short period of time, bring a lot of resources, perspective, and an ability to, frankly, get after it and make sure that we are just as timely as those jobs are.
We can expect the casino to come online on schedule, even perhaps slightly ahead of schedule to open a little later this year. We heard a lot in this community in the lead up to Massachusetts considering whether or not to bring casinos to this state about the perils of gaming, the potential perils, the addictive nature of gambling. Was that something that was talked about among your educational partners as, is this something we need to weigh here?
Yeah, I think in any program opportunity and also new career fields, you always want to look at the totality of that decision. But when you think about this particular opportunity, especially as we look to try to reach underemployed and unemployed individuals and give them new job opportunities and a new career path.
What can people expect if they're interested in the idea of a new job here in Springfield? What can the gaming school offer them? We
have this fantastic gaming school that we opened on one of the upper floors, the top floor of 95 State Street. We're thrilled with what we're putting in people's hands to learn these different games. But
it's really sort of a mock casino floor when you're up there.
It truly is. And the thing is going to be open morning, noon, and night, so people will have a chance to get in there.
Offering flexibility to people who might be working right now, but are looking at that new career.
Yeah.
I was interested to read that when Jim Beiser, the Massachusetts Secretary of Education, when the school idea model was first launched, he called it a model for how we collectively can work together as employers, colleges, state government, local government, and a variety of other public and private partners. How do you get buy-in from all those groups?
Well, certainly partnership takes effort. And I think it starts really, though, with a commitment to recognizing that if we want to really tackle some big, audacious goals in this community, in this region, we have to work together. And I think that it's been a tremendous partnership.
I started at the college in 2016, President Royal not too far behind in 2017. Part of our legacy, our inheritance, was our colleges were already doing a lot of this work together. Our 2 predecessors really helped pave the way for this. in some ways, we were already talking very on in our work about how much we have to do to continue to uphold that.
Education, in my view, is the solution to every problem that we have in America. We really are focused on how do we create the most educated population that can really serve the needs of our business community and employers, because we want to have the top talent here, and to be able to continue to attract talent like MGM Springfield, we want everybody to know that they can get the training and education needs right here from STIC and HCC, and that will be there to help them support their future workforce.